A few weeks ago, I made this chevron pattern block of wood as an example to see if I could make a chevron pattern match up good. Now I want to cut some wood and see if I can do the same thing like this into a ring. I have a piece of maple here which is going to be the white here, and I have some bloodwood over there that I'm going to cut down to make the center part, because I'm going to do it in bloodwood instead of purple heart. Reason being is purple heart will turn brown, so if I use black walnut here and purple heart, or black walnut here and padauk, the padauk and the brown of the black walnut will look pretty much the same in a few years with being in the environment. So I'm going to pick out some wood here, put this out of the way. We got a piece of maple here. Got the table saw here. I haven't turned it on yet. Got to do that. Gonna go get the bloodwood. I'm gonna cut off a chunk that's the same length as this. This one happens to be 22.5 inches long. I need to find a piece of black walnut the same length. So I will be back in a moment and we will start cutting. I'm gonna get some black walnut. I already had the black walnut cut, yay. So those two pieces are already cut. So I have those set over there. So we're gonna use those and make it the same size. All right, so we have the black walnut. It's already cut to the right size for the chevron pattern. This stuff's a little bit thicker than that, so I have to cut this down twice, not to mention I have to also plane it flat on the joiner, which I have to set up for first. I have to get the bloodwood over here, and I have to go past the camera to get to the bloodwood. Found the bloodwood, it's right here. I need to cut 21 inches of bloodwood off of this so that I can make strips out of it. Boy, that's heavy. Let me get my skill saw. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna get a battery, which is right here. Make sure I get a charged one. And we're gonna just lay this on top and mark it. Got a leveler. Give me a pencil. Right there. Now get this out of the way. Go get my square. All right. It definitely does not smell like padauk, so that's definitely the bloodwood. This thing away. All right, we're back. So I got my piece of bloodwood cut. I'm gonna get this one out of the way. And we're gonna see how flat the edge of this one is. Get this put out of the way. So, first off, we got to find out if we have a flat edge. And that's pretty damn good. On the other hand, this one is not. It's got a lot of gap there, and this one has a lot of gap too. So now I have to decide which side is the best side to plane. I think it's going to be this one. So now we're going to set this over here. Move the drill press out of the way. Take these off, don't need those anymore. All right, we're ready to cut some strips. Now, to make this segmented piece that I'm going to make, I need a couple of strips off this one at about, I'm guessing about 3/4 of an inch wide, maybe an inch. So I'm going to set this up to do three-quarters of an inch. That should be about how wide this thing is. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to do 2 strips off of this for the center, maybe 3, and I'm going to do twice as many strips off of this at about 1/4 inch. So we're going to start with that. So I'm going to get the hearing protection back on, turn on the dust collector. And we're going to get cutting here. Make sure the saw's on, make sure it's on and right. Lower the blade down a little. Okay, we get that one cut up. Now we're going to set it up for 1/4 inch, which I'm going to do slightly larger. No, 1/8 inch. That's half. That's 1/4. Yeah, 1/4 inch. And I did more than that. I'm going to do more than this. This was figured maple and it was really hard to cut, and I was kind of cussing at it. Not really cussing at it, but I didn't really think we needed to hear that. So I decided to do a voiceover here. I'm basically just cutting out a little bit wider than 1/4 inch strips that I will have to sand down to the thickness I want to fit into the segmented pattern I want to make with the chevron. And now I'm running the pieces that are going to go between the black walnut and the bloodwood through the drum sander to get them all down even, flat, and all the burn marks off them. I don't need the table saw sawdust collection for this because it's short enough so it's not an issue. Let's see if we can slide this over to what we need, plus a stop block. Okay, that's the length we need. So now I can slide this over to this, start the saw, and cut it off without binding it all. Get this one out of the way. And now we're ready for a glue up. So let me get these glued. I'm going to get a couple more clamps over the top of each one of those three. Alrighty, we're going to take this, we're going to stand it up, we're going to let it drip dry for a while, right there, while I clean up my tabletop. I need water for that. Alright. Well, I'm back in the shop. And I brought this up from the floor. Get this stuff out of the way. And we're going to unclamp it now. Do this just to kind of get it somewhat flatter, so I can run it over the joiner when it's dry. So right now, they're still wet and they're still drying. And they're mostly flat. We'll fix that on the joiner tomorrow. So tonight, it's been 24 hours since I glued these up, both of them. They're not exactly flat anymore. Let me show you. I will move over to the table saw. They're flat this way, but they're not exactly flat this way. They get a little bit of a rock to them. Flat. Let's see which way we want to go with this one. And it's flat. Now we need to set up the planer. Planer's over there, and I have to move some stuff out of the way to get there, so it'll take me a few minutes. So I'm gonna move this table out of the way. Dust collection's on. and they're flat and smooth. All right, that's that. I'm going to put you over on the table saw while I go move everything back. Turn on the table saw. And I have to go get an angle guide. All right, I found it. This thing here, you place it on a flat surface, you take your miter, you set one for 0 and one for, I want 30 degrees. And you take this and you slide it in there, you loosen this, and you slide it up until it contacts the two pins, and then you tighten it down and you take it off, and that should be 30 degrees. Now I can check it, I think, because that was supposed to be 30 degrees. And it looks pretty much like what it is. I'm gonna go put this back so I don't lose it. Not that I didn't lose it already, but set that back to 0 later. Same tool. All right, so we got these two little pieces of scrap. Don't need them. Now we need to set this up to cut strips at 5/8. So this is a Rockler tool. It's made so you can put like small blocks of wood, or in the case of mine, it's going to be a little bit longer than normal. Up against your fence, so you have a place to bump up against. So now all right, we're going to start cutting strips, and hopefully they'll just all go off that way. Getting too small. All right, we're going to start on this one now. Them are the same length. Alright. Saw's off. I can grab these. I can no longer do it this way safely. So now I need to remove this, put it out of the way over here somewhere, and I need to remove this. I don't need this anymore. Actually, I could use it like this. That way I don't have to change the setup. Grab the other one. Put it on right here. See if it fits between. If it does, we can continue cutting. For some reason that one even yielded even less. What I have to do now is I need to cut, excuse me, I need to glue each set like this, just in pairs. That's a set. I gotta sand it first though. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 12 there. That's enough for 1 cup. I don't know what I'm going to do with those, but that might be of use. This is scrap. So I've got everything cut to the 30-degree angle. I've got to just sand these and glue them into their chevron pattern. Like that. Cut off the tops and bottoms and then angle the edges this way. Angle, and then glue them into a ring. That'll be part 2. So anyway, if you like these videos that I'm making, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. That will make it so you get notification of when new videos come out. Also, if you have any comments, feel free to put them in the comments below. I will answer them whenever I get them. And like if I get enough of them, I might even have to do like a comments only video, which we'll sit here with the list of the comments and respond to them on video. That's it for this video. Have a good day, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks. Bye.